This is a fun story called Time Travel Mater. Enjoy. Mater and Lightning McQueen saw Lizzie in front of the statue of her late husband, Stanley, the founder of Radiator Springs. "How did Lizzie and Stanley meet?" asked Lightning. "Oh, that there's one of my favorite stories," replied Mater. "It all started last week. I was putting up this roadside clock," said Mater, "when all of a sudden, bam! Ow, that hurt," howled Mater as the clock landed on him. "This makes my nose itch," said Mater, staring at the clock stuck to his engine. "Achoo!" The clock began to glow, and Mater disappeared in a flash of light. In another flash of light, Mater reappeared in a cavern just outside where Radiator Springs was supposed to be, but he didn't see any buildings. "Well, that's weird," muttered Mater. "There ain't no town." "Stanley?" gasped Mater when he spotted a car in the distance. "That's right. Stanley, the traveling radiator cap salesman," replied Stanley. "Need a cap?" No, I'm good," said Mater. With no sale to make, Stanley started to drive away. Wait a minute," Mater said to himself. "If Stanley didn't stay here in the past, then there'll be no town in the future. I gotta save Radiator Springs." With a sneeze and a flash of light, Mater traveled to present-day Radiator Springs to get his best friend, Lightning McQueen. "Hey, Stanley," yelled Mater when he and Lightning had returned to the past. "There's a car down here that really could use a radiator cap." "Well, I'll be," replied Stanley. "A customer." As Stanley searched for a cap to fit Lightning, Mater had a brilliant idea. "Just think, you could take care of all them tired travelers crossing the desert," Mater told Stanley as two road-weary cars stopped to rest. "Is there a place around here to wet my whistle?" asked one of the cars. "Oh, and how?" replied Stanley. "Follow me, friend." And Stanley got to work building a town. "Oh boy, this is going to take a while," whispered Mater. "Come on, let's speed things up a bit." Achoo! With a sneeze and a flash of light, Mater and Lightning traveled a bit further ahead in time to the new town of Radiator Springs. While Stanley gave Lightning and Mater a tour of the town, he noticed a car in the distance and gave a whistle. "Say, that's a fine-looking Model T," he said. When the Model T got closer, Mater and Lightning realized it was a young Lizzie. Lightning introduced her to Stanley. "The pleasure's all mine," said Stanley, pouring on the charm. It was love at first sight for Stanley and Lizzie. Before long, the two were happily married. Lightning couldn't believe Mater's story. "There's no such thing as time travel," he said. Just then, Lizzie drove up. "I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley," she said to Lightning. Lightning was shocked. Could it all be true? "And that's how you make history," said Mater as Lizzie drove away.